Yo, what's good, guys? Y'all are getting a double dose today. So earlier, you guys know I wore Jaguar, uh, the Jaguar fragrance that I did a review on earlier, Classic Motion, and I see y'all eyeballing my Popeyes bag. Don't be eyeballing my Popeyes bag. We gonna have problems. Stop by Popeyes. My mom is a manager there, and she hooked me up. Thanks, Mom. But anyway, I decided to wear something different instead of reapplying for a third time the Classic Motion. I decided to go with, since it was super hot out and it had just started raining. It was kind of drizzling before I went to work, and it stopped, but then it started back raining again. So that's what it's doing now. It's pouring down, raining outside. It's lightning like hell. But I decided to go with Burberry Brit Splash. And I did a first impression on this. I'm not sure if I wore this to work already or not, but if I did do a review on it, check it out. If not, here it is. This is what I wore today. And Burberry Brit Splash is not that much different. It just has like a citrusy, summery, maybe springtime type vibe to it. That's where the twist comes in. If you own the original Burberry Brit, and which I do here, and yes, this is a small, what is this, a 30 ml bottle. It's about all I need. I never really was a big fan of Burberry Brit. I have had it before, and I think this was either in a gift set or something like that. Whatever the case may be. But it's not a bad fragrance. I actually like the smell of it. I'm just not big on it. But I did run into this one day, and I can't remember whether it was Bell's or TJ Maxx. One of the two, but I think it was Bell's. I ran across this, and it was pretty inexpensive, as most Burberrys are. Not a lot of people talk about Burberry. I don't think they have a lot, if any, new releases. So what you may be picking up is, here and there, a little something that might pop up. I think they got Burberry Sport, something like that. But I heard the reviews weren't that good on it. So I saw it once and I didn't buy it. I should have, but I didn't. So I did end up picking this one up. I'm not sure on the price of this one, but whatever the case may be, same kind of bottle as that one. Still has the same design. This one is a little bigger. I think this is a 50 ml. Yeah. So same design pattern, that Burberry type deal. This one is a little darker in color. This one is lighter, and I'm assuming, one is for smells a little heavier than this one. So this one will probably be more for nighttime wear, cooler weather. This one is more summery, springtime, beach wearable. I really wouldn't wear this on a date or anything like that. Work fragrance, yes, this works perfectly. It's very inoffensive. Cookouts, stuff like that, this will be perfect. A dumb reach scent, I wouldn't use it as like a signature scent, not me. Projection on this probably was about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Longevity probably about, I actually can still smell it on my arm. I'll give it at least 3.5. I was gonna say about 5 because I can still smell it, but I know there are people who have an issue with that. As far as projection and longevity, every time I make a statement about something, somebody always has something totally opposite to say about it. And I'm just speaking from my perspective and where fragrances perform for me. I can't speak for everybody else. Now, somebody will go on, and if I say I get 6 hours of performance, somebody will jump in the comment section and say there's no way anybody could be getting 6 hours of whatever out of that fragrance. I had it, and it's been reformulated, and it came from the coast of Spain. Somebody dug it up from, you know, whatever, underneath a lava pit, and it's not the same as it used to be because a pterodactyl egg hatched in. Like, come on, bruh. It's not that serious. It's just cologne, man. Like, I know what works for me. Longevity, in my opinion, for me, if I can still smell it, I don't care if I have to shove my finger up my nose to smell the fragrance. That's longevity to me. If it's still on your skin, that means it's still working. It doesn't have to be projecting and radiating off of you like those old school fragrances. I don't care. We're not living in the old school era. We're in the new era. And people don't make fragrances like that as much as they used to. There are some bangers out there that do perform like that still, that come out now. But these don't. But if I say I get 4.5, 5, or 6 hours out of something, I don't need people jumping in my comment section saying, you know, obscure things about what my performance was. It may differ from yours. The heat where you are, the temperature where you are may be way different from mine. It could be 95 degrees here, but it may be 108 where you live. That's a difference. It could be 66 here, and it could be 48 or 30 below where you are. So of course fragrances are going to perform different. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject because people like that really get under my skin, and I hate when people jump in the comment section and tell me that, you know, something has been reformulated and so and such and such, and it's not this. And you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to call him out this time because he's kind of backed off a little bit. But I had a few people jump in my comment section, even on Messenger on Facebook, and ask me about this certain person. And I'm pretty sure he probably knows who he is now that I'm mentioning these subjects. And I'm pretty sure he's probably going to jump in here and say something about it. But you don't always have to be a conspiracy theorist when it comes to fragrances. I talked about this before. I'm not going to do it again. I just wanted to bring that up. But Burberry Brit Splash. It technically has the same DNA as the original Burberry Brit. It's just a lighter version of it, and they added citrus to it. It's not a bad fragrance whatsoever. Now, I would not recommend, unless you just want to and you trust my judgment, go out and buy this. It's very inexpensive. You can find this for probably like anywhere from maybe 12 to, depending on bottle size, 20 bucks. Mine was a lot cheaper. I think it was like between 12 and 15. But for somebody who has a more upscale fragrance collection, I wouldn't recommend this. My collection is starting to change a little because I got rid of some of the things I really don't care too much for, and you guys sending me stuff like Aqua Amara and, you know, fragrances like that. It's starting to make my collection look a little bit more tempting. But this is not a bad dumb reach scent. And if you don't mind picking up fragrances like this and having them in your collection, then sure, go ahead. But I would not recommend anybody running out and trying to find this. Don't do that just because I said that this is a pretty good fragrance. I actually like it. I didn't like it when I first sprayed it. And if you go back and watch that first impression video, you can tell I really didn't care too much for it. But I wore it today to my second job, and it did pretty decent in the heat. Of course, it was hot as hell outside. I sweated, so not all fragrances are gonna last when you sweat. and this is one of them. Like I said, I can still smell it faintly on my skin, and it's considered to be a skin scent. But if I can still smell it, it's still going in the longevity department. So, not a bad fragrance. And the fragrance that actually got me into Burberry was my very first Burberry, and I've told this story before. The original Burberry, and Walmart sells this, and it's pretty inexpensive now. Also, some stores still have it, and you'll pay about $30 some odd for it. If it's a big 200 ml bottle, if they come in that, I've seen it go for like $40 some odd. But I had a bigger bottle of this, and my ex-girlfriend, the one I told you guys a while back, that did me kind of dirty, treated me like crap. I'm not gonna go back through that again, but if you want to find that video, you have to go back to my earlier videos and watch it. That's where a lot of people started, you know, coming to my channel, because I was keeping it real, keeping it 100. I'm using real stories within my life. But my ex-wife was the one who bought me this fragrance, not this particular one in this bottle, but she bought me the big bottle back in the day, and I wanted it so bad. And she bought it, and I fell in love with it. And then me and her separated for a little while. I started messing with another chick, and then we got divorced. And she, like the new chick, liked it so much, she took it from me. And then the atomizer, the sprayer, got lost off of the bigger bottle I had, and I didn't even want it no more after that. So whatever happened to it is probably still with her. But this is a great scent also. I love it. I don't wear it much because I have fond memories of this fragrance, especially when I used to wear this with my ex-wife. So that's one reason why I really don't wear it that much, because of the memories. But I like it a lot. I have it, and maybe I'll start back wearing this again. I mean, it's not to the point where I'm going to start crying or something like that if I wear it. But, you know, we had some good times when we were together. So, I wore this a lot, like going out, doing stuff out of town and stuff like that. So, this was this actually was my signature scent. And it's not anymore. And that's going to be my next video. I've been thinking about it all day. Doing a signature scent video, but now I have to go through and see what would be my signature scent, because I don't wear one single particular scent all the time. I switch up. I have over 250 some odd fragrances, and I don't have to wear the same thing more than once. So I don't really get the chance to have a signature scent. Now, I do have some favorite fragrances that I love a lot more than all the rest of my stuff, so maybe one of those could be my signature scent. But once I figure it out, I'll do my signature scent video, and then you guys can tell me in that video what are you guys' favorite signature scents. And ladies, if there are any ladies still in this, I know I had one or two a while back. I don't know if they're still subscribers, but ladies, also, if you have a signature scent, I love to hear what it is, whether it's a unisex fragrance, a women's fragrance, or a men's fragrance, because women do wear men's fragrances also. I've seen it. But with that being said, guys, my stomach is starting to touch my back. I need to get inside these bags, and your boy is out. Peace.